Oh, you missed a big shot, and you think that you got a lot. Do you mean to tell me?
What's going on, guys? Rusa here, bringing you another commentary, and today I got some domination for you guys on Convoy with the G11. And I do pretty well in this game. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of it. It is a second time I've done this, so you guys will understand that at the end of the game, what I'm talking about in that. But really, what I wanted to focus on in this commentary, game-wise, is how that I'm going to play defensive in this game. Now, defensive doesn't necessarily mean camping or anything like that. What it means is that I'm trying to defend the objectives. I'm trying to trap them in their spawn, but I'm not actually rushing in there. Now, if I was going to be rushing in there, I'd want to use a submachine gun rather than an assault rifle, because submachine guns are definitely much better, close combat, and that's what I would like to do if I was trying to rush in there. But like I said, this is more defensive rather than playing aggressive, and I'm going to go over some benefits and some pros and cons for each. When you're playing a defensive type game, you can almost really use any weapon. Now, actually, you really can't use the submachine guns. You can if you'd like to, but you're really only going to get the enemies that are closer to you rather than far away. You're really not going to be able to shoot the enemies across map like I'm doing right there with the submachine gun. And if you do, it's a very nice shot. So, good for you guys. But, when you play defensive, you really want to use an assault rifle, possibly a sniper, depending on the map and game type especially. For instance, I'm playing domination in this, so really each team is going to be spawning by their own personal flags rather than playing TDM. When you play TDM on this map, what really happens is, when I'm playing, my team normally tends to push the other spawn, and what happens is the spawns reverse, and I'll be staying on this bridge with a sniper trying to look over the whole entire map, and what will happen is the other team will spawn behind me, and they'll come up behind me. And snipers, in this game, they're not really meant to quick scope or for close quarters combat, in that respect, so it's very hard to do. So you really want to judge what you're going to use for a gun based on the game mode and what map you're playing on. So you could use a sniper in this because it's domination, and what happens is a spawn switch up only if you push a certain amount. But other than that, my team's going to be spawning by A right now, and the other team's going to be spawning by C. So the really good thing about that is that you won't get anybody shooting you from behind. So, more things about the defensive is your team's most likely going to win a lot more. Reason for this being is that you're going to play the objectives. For instance, I'm going to watch over B flag right now and make sure nobody captures it except for my team. Now, in domination, if you have 2 flags compared to their 1, you're obviously going to win. Now, playing the objective and defending your own flags is really key, especially in domination. And, playing bomb sites as well in demolition or sabotage is awesome as well. And, playing defensive and sitting in the back, can be good or bad. It's, when it comes to other players doing it, it can be, rather frustrating when you're trying to spawn trap them or rush into their spawn. And all of a sudden you just see, people that are sitting in the back of the map, and it can be very frustrating, but if you're going to play defensive, just play after the objective, rush up a little bit. Don't sit in the absolute back of the map. I know it makes other players really mad. I know some people do fairly well doing it. I'm not exactly sure, but if you're going to play the game, at least make it exciting for, yourself, rather than just sitting there. So, playing defensive is really good. You should have a little bit of both on your team when you do play with friends especially. Some people playing aggressive, some people playing defensive, and that'll really give you the best mixture, of teams that you have. Now, as for playing aggressive, you really probably want to use an assault rifle or submachine gun. You definitely don't want to use a sniper rifle unless you're not caring about kill death and you just want to try to have some fun. Playing aggressive with a sniper rifle is very fun, but I would not recommend it if you're trying to go for some nice kill streaks or anything to that effect. Playing with a light machine gun can be kind of rough, just because of the fact that it's not very fast, and especially when you run with it, you slow down a lot, and they're not very maneuverable. So, they're definitely not as, mobile, not maneuverable, I should say, as an assault rifle or a submachine gun. So, you should definitely not use that if you're going to, be aggressive. The guns that I would recommend are probably the assault rifles if you're going to be most aggressive. Now, submachine guns work just as well, but the only problem with the submachine guns is that when you die and you respawn, you're not going to be able to shoot people from a farther distance. With the assault rifles, they work both close distance and far distance equally. They're really good. As the G11 here, you can see I'm shooting people from very close distance, but some shots that I've had in this game are from further distance away. So it works in both areas just as well, which is why, that's really what makes the assault rifles the best class in the game, for any weapons. So that's why I like to use them, a lot. Now, right here, you guys just saw that the spawns actually switched. Now, what happened is we rushed into their spawn, which was A domination, and they only had A flag, and we had B and C. What happened here is we rushed way too far into their spawn, and when you do rush into their spawn, they're not programmed to spawn over there. So what happens is they switch the spawns around to give an opportunity to the other team to capture the flag. So right now they're going to go after C, and we just captured A, and that's really what's going to happen. Now, the benefits of this is that you can get a lot of kills when you're in their spawn, but then the spawn trap switches, and people who are sitting in your back of the map are going to get killed. A good thing about it though is you can get your kill streaks up, but when you're trying to spawn trap, there's like almost an invisible line. As you can see here, these pavers or whatever I just jumped over, that's really the line where you can just stand and their spawns won't switch around. If you really go further than that and you have a lot of members of your team over there, really what's going to happen is the spawns are going to switch around, and it's pretty much going to spell doom out for your team, because of the fact that you don't really want to push in unless you're sure of the fact that there are people there watching the other spawns, especially in team deathmatch. It can really mess up the whole flow of the game, because for instance, on this map, the bridges are really the control points of the map. As you see the bridge in front of me and there's a bridge behind me, that's where a lot of people like to go. Now in team deathmatch, when you're on those bridges and your team rushes the spawn, the thing that'll happen is they'll spawn right behind you, and most kids on those bridges are sniping. Some are using light machine guns, and most are using assault rifles. None are really using the submachine guns. So if that's going to happen, what they're going to do is they're going to come up behind you, and you're going to die. So when you're in TDM, you really want to just maintain half of the map and let them come to you. You really want to maintain those bridges, but I definitely recommend those bridges more for domination or a game type where people are spawning on one side of the map constantly, such as demolition or sabotage, something to that effect, not team deathmatch or headquarters or something like that. So you know what, that's my tip for this map for you guys. So besides being aggressive and defensive, I just wanted to bring up one more thing. Now, I know I've been trying to upload as many commentaries as I possibly can, and I have been getting a lot of them, some pretty sick ones, I'm not gonna lie, but I really want to start being more consistent. And what I mean is that I'm gonna start uploading a commentary every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday, so you guys will see them 3 days a week. And possibly this will extend to Saturday and Sunday. Maybe I'll upload one each on that day, or at least one over the weekend, depending Saturday or Sunday. But I really want to start being consistent, and I really want to give you guys something good to look forward to, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it gives me an opportunity on Tuesdays and Thursdays to try to get some nice commentaries. Also on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Mondays, whatever. Every day of the week I can try to get a nice commentary for you guys to put it up. But I really want to start being consistent. So when you guys do log on to YouTube, you guys can see what days that I upload my commentaries, and you're able to come watch them, and they're going to be up on those days, and I'm not going to let you guys down because that's not the person that I am. And I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. I can't stress it enough. I know I've been thanking you guys a lot in the past, but it's just really amazing how awesome it is to see your own channel grow, and it's all thanks to you guys, so I really appreciate it. Now another thing I wanted to bring up was I got a message from one of my subscribers on Xbox, and he actually asked if I played with my subscribers. Now, I've never actually even thought about this because nobody's ever asked me before. So if you guys do want me to play with you, definitely send me a message. I guess you guys can send me a message on Xbox, or put a message in the comment section saying that you want to play and maybe your gamer tag, and maybe I'll have an open lobby one of these upcoming days. I'll schedule it for maybe a Thursday or a Wednesday, maybe even a Friday night. I am a really busy kid. I like to go hang out with my friends just like all you guys. So I will try to schedule an open lobby where you guys can come and play, and I'll have a full party. And if you guys want an invite, you can just send me a message, and when I do get an open spot, I'll definitely be more than happy to bring you guys into my party, so you guys can play with me, and I'll be more than happy to play with you guys. I really want to do that. That should be awesome. So definitely look forward to that, and one of the upcoming videos. I definitely want to play with you guys, see how good you guys are compared to me. And you guys can't see some of my flaws because everybody has flaws, we all know that, but hopefully I do really well when you guys are in there. So, you know, that pretty much wraps up the commentary, guys. Had a pretty good score. Ended up going 32-0. Make sure to send me a message if you want an open lobby. Also, leave a comment in the section below if you want an open lobby. And if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Also, if you could like the video, that'd be awesome, guys. Really appreciate you guys watching this game and hope you guys enjoyed my gameplay. Thanks, guys. See you.